earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good afternoon. We'll start the pre-bid conference. Before that, we were going to call the attendance of the prospective bidders. Jamaica Zapanta from Plana Construction. Still Stella May Pedregosa. Okay, from Bumetrix Development Corporation. Ms. Vice Chair, that's all.
Okay, so let's now proceed with the discussion of for bidding. That is 23HH00150 to 23HH152. That is for the water supply. And then for the buildings, we have 23HH0153 and 23H00154. So, Engineer Asignar.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. For the first contract for this pre-bidding conference, contract ID 23HH0145 with the contract name of Convergence and Special Support Program, construction, rehabilitation of water supply, septage and sewerage, rainwater collectors, water supply system, construction of solar water system, Barangay Agsungot, Cebu City, Cebu, with an ABC of 9.8 million and 180 days for its duration. Since we have, for this conference, we have 6 water supply projects, no? Allow me to to discuss one plan lang for para sa tanan, same raman ang iyang scope of works, no? Different location lang. For this 6, 1, 145, 146, 147, 150, 151, and 152. So we have 6 water supply. Okay. No, ang first is Barangay Agsungot, next Barangay Sudlon I, Barangay Bonbon. Same ABC 9.8 million, same contract duration, same source of funds. For the fourth, Barangay Tabunan, Barangay Tagbao, and Barangay Adlaon. Okay. Allow me to show to you the plan. Yes, so ABC is 9.8. Allocation is 10 million for the plan. Our plan is to soil extraction, no? Deep well. We are deep well na said, no? We are considering 450 feet depth, no, nga mag-drill ta. Ang atong okay, nindot na nga question, no, if napag ito'y source niya, no. Okay. Here, di man makita ang reflect ang, di man ma-reflect. Sa PDF i-open. Wait, So here, mo ni atong perspective, no, if the project will be completed. Here, no, it is a water solar system. No, dili na to typical nga deep well nya pump going up sa tower. Here magamit og solar nga panel. Nag-compromise siya og 24 panels, 500 watts. Okay? Nya sa kilid na diha ang pump house nga na diha ang atong motor ug na diha located pod ang atong deep well. Nya using a 5 HP submersible pump. From here, ato i-pump ang water padung sa atong steel nga tower tank. Nya na nga to ang atong tank, 20,000 liter stainless tank. So, ingon ana siya. O niya, gravity na puhon mo kuana mga sa pwede. But for now, for this contract, ay up to here lang ta, no? Naalantay panaog nga pipe para adto na ang source sa barangay. Okay. Ang distribution, ang here, ang distribution na siya. Going household, no? Mo na sa end user na. Yes, o level 2 man ang atong water level, no? So more or less mao ni ang atong kuan gyud, makita lang sa perspective, maklaro na nga dire na tay pump house na diha atong i-dip, mag-drilling ta diha, going up mao ni atong stainless nga tower tank, and kani mao ni ang solar. Okay? At night mo to mag-use ta og battery since solar man siya na ay 22 HP nga kuan, battery niya para mugana gihapon ang atong kuan. Nya at daytime solar ang mogamit niya. So, okay, for the scope of work, for the scope of work, we've included ang soil exploration. Since ang site na to is already validated together with LGU, na validate ang site pero need to be for a soil test good, no? So na-include diha ang atong soil exploration using a georesistivity wherein makakuha tag data nga pila ang level sa groundwater, ang depth niya mismo. Okay? So before ta mag-drill gyud, ato sang i-subsurface ang site nga na-validate. Okay? So mo ang first thing himuon nato once ma-award na project. Yes, it's in the contract pod ang atong soil testing. Okay? So mo na siya ang atong deep well. So pwede ra gid mo makakuan lang, no, for a site inspection if you are kuan, no, ato-ato ng site kay tingalig makakuan pod mo, maka-suggest asa maayo bitaw. Okay? So next, ang next, no, building na ta. Kini 23HH0148, construction of 4-story 8 classroom, Mabolo Elementary School, Cebu City, Cebu. Construction of school building with an ABC of 15 million. No. So tingig matinga mo nga 4-story ta pero 15 million ra ang atong ABC. Ang atong scope of work kay kuan ra, ground floor ra gid ang atong i-build, no? Mabulo. We are using a typical standard plan sa DepEd. The site is located, no, sa kanang Mabolo Elementary. Loyo lang gid. tapad sa kanang gi-construct sa local. So natay tukod po diha ato lang taparan ilang building. So mao ni atong scope of works, no? Facilities for the engineer, general requirements, no, including ang permits and clearances, ang building permit na diha. Removal of structures since na may existing structure dito sa eskwelahan. Structure excavation, embankment, gravel fill, plain reinforced concrete works from footing, reinforcing steel bar, masonry works for its partitions using 150 mm CHP for the exterior and 100 mm for the interior sa mga CR walls. For the fabricated materials na diha ano ang atong mga aluminum glass walls, JLUC windows, doors and windows. Sa tile works, glazed tiles and unglazed for the CR only since ang atong flooring is plain raman sa classroom, no. Kuan di ay 4-story 8 classroom, per floor is kanang composed of 2 classroom ra. Ano? And electrical works, conduits, wires, panel board, and lighting fixtures. So ang atong kuan nun, once the project is completed, so we are expecting nga ang ground floor is functional na siya. Okay, kompleto na gid siya from the structure to finishes to electrical plumbing. Okay? So nag-propose tag 4-story pero ang atong contract is up to the ground floor only. So mo na ang atong foundation is massive siya kay tungod for provision for 4-story man. Okay? So sige ato lang i-go over, no. So mo na atong floor plan typical sa DepEd, no. Okay. So kana lang siya. So kutob ra gid ka sa second floor slab. Okay? So, next, contract ID. Same gihapon ni. 23149, construction of 4-story 8 classroom, Mabini Integrated School, Cebu City. Naasod sa Mabini Integrated. Inegsod di mo sa gate, na diha. Natay demolish nga 1-story. Nya ato ning i-replace nga building. Same pod with an ABS of 15 million. So therefore, ang atong i-construct is ang ground floor rasad nga functional. So same scope of work sa Mabolo Elementary School. No? Proposing tag 4-story 8 classroom on niya ground floor. So 2 classrooms ra ang atong i-build sa kini nga contract. Okay. For the next contract ID, manata ning mga solar. Kining 153. Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Multipurpose Buildings/Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Kiyot, Cebu City, Cebu, with an ABC of 6.93 million and 150 calendar days. Now, the project is in phase 2 na ni siya, no? Kaya yung phase 1 ani was implemented by the LGU, no? So here lang, since completion man ta, so expect kita nga once makomplete ang ilang project, diha ta musud. Ano? So a project is located tapad lang gid sa barangay sa Kiyot. So mao lay challenge ani nga build nga project ka, no? Na ay ongoing phase 1 sa local and phase 2 na ta. Okay. Ang plano niya, okay. So completion na kita siya. Ang structural kay mao nay naka-contract sa other agency sa local. Yeah, mao ni ang perspective, no? So makita sa perspective ang atong scope of work nga ri. Kay finishes ra gid ta, carpentry works na diha ang katong mga kini no, kining mga rectube sa building. So ang ato kay beautification na lang gyud sa building. Louver window, glass walls, windows, anyway manggod ang kanang ang kining schedules kay na-reflect ra pod sa plano. Railing sa stair ni siya, glaze tiles and glaze tiles, floor finishes non-skid para sa carport, and painting. So, finishes ra gid ang atong scope of work na. So, mana after ma completed or prayo sa mahuman sila, pwede na tamo sugod siguro ang atong contract. So, ato lang i-go over ang plano. It is a ground, second, third, and roof deck siya. So, multipurpose building ang design nato. Okay? So, mao ni for Barangay Kiyot kay finishes ang atong scope of work. For the last contract ID, 154, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings / Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Labangon Public Market, Barangay Labangon, Cebu City, Cebu, with an ABC of 9.9 million. Contract duration of 180 calendar days. Since completion man ta, so naa na ni siya building nga ongoing pod. No? Overview lang, kilid sa Barangay Hall sa Labangon, na gi-construct nga public market diha. Unya, na year, gi-construct siya sa DPWH, Cebu City ato. And for this year, kini nga year, naapoy budget nga implemented sa regional office. Unya, ang atong scope ani since completion man ta nga dili ta mo musapaw ra pod sa regional, so wala ray overlapping na hitabo ani. Ang atong scope of work is para sa mechanical works, no. Mechanical works includes sa kanang sprinkler, automatic fire sprinkler system. So mao atong main scope of works. We are using a 50 HP fire pump and 2 HP jockey pump. So it is a 4-story building. Pero since ang atong budget is only 9 million, ang atong sprinkler is for the 3rd floor only. Pero bisag 3rd floor siya, ma-functional gyapon kay naa naman tay mga pumps nga gi-include sa contract. Okay? So, overview lang. So, mo ang floor plan. Ang actual ron dito kay naa na siya sa ground floor, no? Basement, nya ground floor. Yang ang 2nd to 3rd kay i-construct pa na sa region. Ano? Para sa karong year. So, mo ni atong scope para di ta mo overlap sa ilang scope pod. Wala ni ma-include sa ila pod ang kinirang sprinkler, no. It is well coordinated sa regional office about sa bahinay sa scope of work. Okay? So, that's it for the Barangay Labangon. And I think we're done for this pre-bidding sa mga. Thank you. Ma'am Vice.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Asignar, for the explanation of the proposed contracts to be bid out by next week, hopefully. So, before we will end, so let's listen to the reminders of the prospective bidders with respect to the compliance of documents during the bidding. No? From submission, from what are the things to required documents to be submitted so as to prevent some disqualifications during the bidding process. Okay, so Joshua, please.
Good morning once again for the additional information for the bidders. For the documents to be submitted, these following requirements will be discussed in the preparation of the documents. First, for the good morning once again for the additional information for the bidders. For the documents to be submitted, these following requirements will be discussed in the preparation of the documents. First, for the technical proposal, the basic eligibility requirement during the submission of bids in the field JEPs, the field JEP certificate.
Then the other one, proposal for the unit bid price of total cost per item is considered failed except indicated as zero or which is understood as free to the government. Bidders with lowest bid during the opening of bid is not a guarantee to be awarded. Why? Kay subject for evaluation pa man ang inyong gidrap. All bid documents are still subject for bid evaluation and post-qualification prior to be declared as lowest calculated responsive bid and subsequently to be awarded for the contract. The bidders are given 3 days upon bidding for file for a motion for reconsideration. The BAC emphasized the deadline of the receipt by the BAC of bids, which is 10 a.m. only as stipulated in the invitation of bid. Kung mulapas na sa 10 a.m., so dili na makadrop ang bidders. No, ato ginang gistrikto og maayo, i-close na nato ang atong hulganan dere beyond 10 a.m. in the morning. For the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. The BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on the PhilJEP's registration on their legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the Civil Works application or the CWA, which focuses on the NFCC, work experience of single largest completed contract, similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. The BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. In addition, after the opening of bids as per 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation under section 32.2, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using non-discretionary criteria wherein it requires the completeness of bid. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, including, where applicable, bill of quantities, shall be considered non-responsive and thus automatically disqualified. In this regard, where a required item is provided but no price is indicated, the same shall be considered as not responsive, but specifying a zero or a dash for the said item would mean that it is being offered for free of the government, except those required by law or regulations to be provided for. In case of discrepancies between bid prices and figures and in words, the latter shall prevail, no? Ang words ang mo prevail. To, total price per item and unit price for the item as extended or multiplied by the quantity of that item. Unit cost in the detailed estimate and unit cost in the bill of quantities, the same will be applied to the detailed checking evaluation of the technical. The same will be applied, no, sa katong checking evaluation of the proposal. Then the bidder, rated as the lowest calculated bidder, will undergo post-qualification. Once post-qualified, the bidder will be determined as lowest calculated responsive bid and subsequently to be awarded for the contract. All bidders are of equal footing thereby. Bidders are advised to include all taxes, other fiscal and duties as mandated by law in all items of work, which details are shown in the detailed estimates. For the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order number 127, Series 2018, and other issuances relative to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned officials or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. As per DEO number 127, the contractor will not be awarded with a certain project if it has a negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract or at least 10% in 2 or more contracts. During post-qualification, even though the contractor is the lowest bidder, still it is subject for further verification to ensure the compliance of the requirements of the contract. With that, the office will be sending a letter being the lowest calculated bid, which within 5 days from the receipt of notice, the bidder must submit the latest income and business tax return and other appropriate licenses, permits, and other legal documents required and stated in the bidding document and as stipulated in the said communication. If not complied within 5 days, the next calculated lowest bidder will be notified. So, you're only given 5 days, no? On the other hand, the office will be sending a letter of inquiry on the committed failure on the bidding at hand. Thus, this communication must be acted upon the contractor on the required time frame. Otherwise, without action taken, it will be relatively result to sanction, which will fall on the three-strike policy, which a tantamount of blacklisting, suspension of the contractor. If the bidder will commit 3 mistakes in a year, then they will be recommended for further sanctions. Moreover, the qualification and experience of the key technical personnel is subject for verification as part of the post-qualification process. They are allowed to replace their key personnel technical, which they have to write a letter 14 days prior to the proposed replacement duly approved by the HOPE of the office. The BAC will be strict on the compliance of the equipment as part of post-qualification. No, it is stated as per DEO number 127 series 2018. The contractor can attach in the proposal the list of equipment or agreement to purchase or proposal to rent or agreement on the delivery of the equipment so that the contractor will be assessed as compliant in terms of equipment requirement. The OR and CR must be present, no? Also, it must be current and updated, not expired. The equipment should be calibrated and ESTA accredited, and the registration should be current and updated. Whatever is stipulated in the BDS should be followed. An inspection will be conducted on the verification of equipment during other documents to be evaluated. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should in the submitted bid location of the equipment where they can be inspected. Ang atong DWG members kay mo inspect na sa inyong equipment pledge, no? If any piece of equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified as per Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012. 10 calendar days upon receipt of the NOA or Notice of Award, the contractor must comply the following. Notice of award with a bidder signed for a joint venture, contractor's PCAB license, special joint venture license, and joint venture agreement. Performance security in any of the forms specified in the instruction of bidders. The performance security shall be in the amount not less than the required percentage of the total contract price in accordance with the following schedule. Cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, which is 10%. Bank draft or guarantee or a revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a universal or commercial bank if issued by a foreign bank, which is 10%. Surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, which is 30%. No? So, ang sa inyong construction methods, kay nabot ay form No, follow lang ta sa form. Ang construction schedule in the form of per CPM diagram or precedence diagram and bar chart with S-curve, cash flow, contractors all risk insurance or carry to be submitted during the period required on the submission of the required documents in the award of contract. However, the effective date is on the effectivity of the contract. Latest income tax and business returns duly stamped and received by BIR and duly validated with the tax payments made. Tax clearance from the BIR to prove full and timely payment of taxes. For a local contractor, certification under oath stating that a contractor is free and clean of all tax liabilities. For a foreign bidder, for the summary.
Okay. So, any clarifications coming from the prospective bidders? Ma'ams, any clarifications?
Hi, Mom. Good afternoon. I'm Shalome Pedregosa from Bumetrix Development Corporation. I'd like to clarify lang katong sa experience sa katong sa personnel ganiha, which is nakakuan man ko dito, Ma'am, na mention na 5 years of same position and 3 years of similar position. So ako lang i-clarify kung what's the difference between the two, Ma'am.
The TWG member will answer your question.
Again, ma'am, katong difference between 5-year.
Ganiha magud sir during sa voice over presentation nadunggan ako na for the experience like the example is ang sa project manager nakaingon dito sir na at least 5 years of same position experience of same position and then na ay 3 years of similar position so
Okay.
medyo na kuan ko dito sir.
Sige. Ang explanation na ma'am is, first, katong 5 years, nag-act siya as project manager for a certain number of projects na may it be bisugon sa na category. Well, for the 3 years, katong similar, are bidding for a water supply project. So, it should be na napod siya experience na for the at least 3 years po.
So
Yes.
you're referring to the similar niya na position sa katong particular na project category kumbaga.
Yes, correct. Kung unsa imong giapilan na project na category,
Apo.
should be related to that experience.
Yes, sir.
Similar ang meaning.
Okay, sir. Then another one is katong sa depth to drill for the katong kuan sir for the solar pump. Pila ganito sir for 50? 450 feet? That would be around 137 meters. Okay. Tapos 1 unit lang siya per project site sir, no? Pila ka unit di ay ang solar pump sir per project? 1 lang.
At 24 ka panel siya.
At 24
Tag 500 watts.
ang solar panels.
Yes, ma'am.
Then how about ang katong pump mismo sir nga kuan sir is 1 unit ra?
Yes, ma'am.
Katong
Submersible.
whole set na siya kumbaga sa perspective na presented ganiha no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, kato lang ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. In behalf sa technical working group, mahatag lang may mga reminders, ma'am, additional. No? It is not a requirement na i-part sa technical envelope nato kato mga eligibility requirements such as kato mga NFCC, mga mayor's permit, field JEPs, no, etc. So, as a suggestion, no, kay night times ko na dili ma-update sa Manila inyong mga papers. So, it is better na to have them attached na lang sa inyong technical envelope. But we are also suggesting na if need i-update ninyo mga papeles sa Manila, do it now, no? Kaya wala pa man ang opening period, dapat ma-contact niyo dito, ma-upload niyo online katong sa CWA, Civil Works Application, make sure na updated na we don't have to resort na checking in the technical envelope na hard copy. Dapat sa system, digto sa Manila. Okay? So, muna kasagaran kuan sa mga, yes, also, and field jobs too. Sa field jobs po. Yes, eligibility, mga documents. So, i-attach na lang. Oo. Pero it is not required. Pero, it would be helpful kay usay dili updated inyong system sa Manila, ma-check na to on the hard copy na, on the submission date. Yes, requirement na siya. Part of our checklist. Mm. You could have it arranged with the planning design technical personnel na ma-visit ang site, matanaw. So, gihimo na siya to avoid problems later on. No? After implementation, na maingon na moment ning situation there is a site. No? Ano what any discuss. But take note, nag-require na mo na affidavit para mapugos mo adto, ma-assess ninyo mismo. Oo. Ano yun siya, ma'am? Ang tanang koan, original copies, technical, no? First technical, original. Usa siya ka envelope. Yan, technical na koan, copy, usa pod ka envelope. And then, isutong duha sa usa ka koan envelope. Technical lang. Nya, katong financial pod, separate. Ang usa ka financial na original, usa ka envelope. Nya, ang copy financial, usa ka envelope. Nya, ang duha, usahon og sud sa usa ka large envelope. Nya, katong duha ka large envelope containing sa technical ug financial, usa pa jud ka pinakadako na envelope. Mo na inyong i-submit as whole document for that contract. Okay, na may instance na if we would not pass with the technical evaluation, then we will not open the financial documents. Amo na siya iuli. Or we could leave it here sa box, then you could file a motion for reconsideration. Diha pa.
Kato lang ma'am, katong schedule na lang for the site inspection ma'am. Kay anyways, coordinate man mi sa
Arrange na lang ma'am sa planning and design for the inspection after.
Sige ma'am, thank you.
You can consult kung usa pa yung mga further clarifications with the planning and design.
Yes po. Thank you.
Okay? So, mo na kaangkuan.
Any more?
Additional
Tama? Wala na. So that's it for this afternoon. So our pre-meeting conference has ended and it's already 3:10. So it's now officially adjourned. So thank you once again for coming.